As we know, science is meant to explain the world around us, and honestly, it's great, but some discoveries leave even experts speechless. These mysterious findings challenge everything we thought we knew about science, history, and the natural world. From the mysterious spheres of Colombia to stones that appear to show humans and dinosaurs together to a clay head that looks almost extraterrestrial. These are the unexplained discoveries that shouldn't exist, but do. Number 15. The mysterious Boougga sphere. Last year, reports began spreading out of Colombia about a strange metallic sphere discovered inside a small crater near the town of Boougga. Before the story even settled down, another sphere reportedly appeared near Yumbo, roughly 40 miles away. Witnesses claimed the second object moved through the air in sharp zigzags over a sugarcane field before disappearing. UFO researcher Jaime Maussan quickly connected the incidents and suggested the spheres might somehow be related. According to reports, the original object behaved strangely when handled. People claimed it felt cold to the touch, like refrigerated metal, yet also seemed to radiate heat when left alone. Some observers even described symbols or markings etched across its surface resembling unknown writing. There is obviously no verified evidence proving the spheres are extraterrestrial, but the story exploded online because of how unusual the claims sounded. Whether the objects turn out to be experimental devices, elaborate hoaxes, or something else entirely, the mystery surrounding the Colombian spheres keeps growing with every new report. Number 14. The mummified hand of St. James. In England, a strange medieval relic once believed lost forever quietly resurfaced after centuries in hiding. It was a mummified human hand said to belong to St. James the Apostle. The relic originally came from Reading Abbey, which was a powerful monastery founded in the 12th century by King Henry I. When King Henry VIII dissolved England's monasteries during the 1500s, countless religious artifacts disappeared forever. Somehow, this one survived. The hand had been hidden inside an iron box and later rediscovered during repair work centuries afterward. Eventually, it was transferred to St. Peter's Catholic Church in Marlow, where it remained locked away for decades. The hand itself appeared dried, shriveled, and partially wrapped in old fabric, but still unmistakably human. Experts cannot fully prove it belonged to St. James, yet the age and history surrounding the relic fit surprisingly well. What unsettles people most is the thought that medieval believers once traveled enormous distances just for the chance to stand near what they believed was part of a saint's actual body. It's strange. Number 13. The Karanka's meteorite sickness. On September 15, 2007, residents near the Peruvian village of Karanka watched a blazing fireball streak across the sky before crashing violently into the ground. The impact created a crater roughly 40 feet wide and sent smoke and boiling water rising into the air. Windows shattered nearly a kilometer away from the explosion. But the truly strange part started after that. Within hours, hundreds of nearby villagers began reporting nausea, headaches, vomiting, and skin irritation after visiting the site. Some livestock reportedly died as well. Scientists later confirmed the object was a genuine meteorite containing iron, nickel, cobalt, and minerals commonly associated with extraterrestrial rock. Researchers suggested toxic gases released by the impact may have contributed to the illnesses, though debate still continues around exactly what caused such widespread symptoms. The event became one of the few modern meteorite strikes directly witnessed by large numbers of people. For locals, the terrifying part was not simply watching something fall from space, it was what seemed to happen after it landed. Number 12. Ica stones. The Ica stones from Peru are among the strangest artifacts ever connected to ancient mystery theories. Thousands of smooth black stones covered in carved images began appearing during the 20th century. Some carvings show ordinary scenes, but others depict humans doing advanced surgeries, using telescopes, and even interacting with dinosaurs. Naturally, theories exploded. Supporters claimed the stones proved ancient civilizations possessed forgotten knowledge far beyond what mainstream history accepts. Critics immediately pushed back. Most archaeologists believe the carvings are modern creations produced during the 1940s and 1950s by locals selling unusual artifacts to tourists and collectors. One man connected to the stones even admitted to creating some himself, though later he claimed authorities pressured him into saying that. Despite widespread skepticism, the stones never fully disappeared from public fascination because the imagery is simply too bizarre to ignore. Whether they are elaborate hoaxes or some misunderstood objects, the Ica stones became permanent fuel for theories involving lost civilizations, hidden history, and ancient knowledge humanity supposedly forgot. Number 11. St. Nicholas sarcophagus. Archaeologists working in Turkey found a limestone sarcophagus near the Church of St. Nicholas, the historical figure who later inspired the legend of Santa Claus. The stone coffin rested beneath layers of earth inside a buried annex linked to the ancient church. Researchers believe the location may match the original burial place of St. Nicholas himself, a Christian bishop who died in the 4th century. The story surrounding his remains has always been chaotic. In 1087, sailors from the Italian city of Bari broke into his tomb and carried many of the bones back to Italy, where they still remain today. During the First Crusade, another group removed additional remains and transported them elsewhere. Scientists later confirmed that bones held in different cities likely belonged to the same individual. Whether those bones truly belonged to Santa remains uncertain. Still, the discovery of the sarcophagus reopened years of debate surrounding one of Christianity's most famous saints and the odd journey of his missing remains. Number 10. Mesopotamian incantation bowls. Between the 6th and 8th centuries CE, families across ancient Mesopotamia buried strange clay bowls upside down beneath the floors of their homes. These were not decorations or tools. They were demon traps. The bowls were covered in spiraling inscriptions written in Aramaic and other regional languages, designed to imprison evil spirits before they could harm the household. Some contained drawings of bound demons trapped inside the center of the bowl itself. Others mentioned specific names, curses, illnesses, or supernatural threats believed to stalk families during the night. Researchers translating the inscriptions discovered references to Lilith like female demons blamed for attacking newborn children and spreading disease. What makes the bowls super unsettling is how personal they feel. These were not royal rituals performed by priests inside temples. Ordinary people buried them beneath bedrooms and doorways because they genuinely believed invisible forces threatened their families daily. Hundreds of these bowls have been uncovered across Iraq, Iran, and Syria, preserving a world where fear of the supernatural shaped ordinary life as much as religion or politics did. Number 9. Koso artifact. In 1961, a group of rock collectors searching near Olancha cracked open what appeared to be an ordinary geode. Instead of crystals, they found something that looked totally mechanical. Inside the hardened rock sat a metal cylinder surrounded by ceramic material and a coiled component that resembled part of an electrical device. People immediately started claiming the object proved the existence of lost ancient technology. Some even argued the surrounding stone had to be hundreds of thousands of years old. The mystery became known as the Koso artifact. Later investigations pointed toward a far less dramatic explanation. Researchers identified the object as a 1920s Champion spark plug commonly used in early engines and tractors. The rock itself was not a true geode, but a hardened mineral concretion that had formed around the object much faster than most people realized possible. Even after the explanation surfaced, the artifact kept circulating through conspiracy theories involving time travel, forgotten civilizations, and ancient machinery hidden beneath layers of stone for impossible lengths of time. Number 8. Beta Samati Church. In northern Ethiopia, archaeologists uncovered the ruins of what may be the oldest known Christian church in sub-Saharan Africa. The site, called Beta Samati, once stood inside the powerful Aksumite Empire, a kingdom deeply connected to ancient trade routes stretching across Africa and the Middle East. The church dates back to the 4th century and follows the basilica style seen throughout the Roman world, complete with stone walls, columns, and ceremonial platforms. Excavations revealed crosses, incense burners, pendants, animal figurines, and even a gold ring believed to have arrived through long-distance trade. Inscriptions mentioning Christ by name verified that Christianity had already reached the region far earlier than many historians once believed. What makes the discovery rare is how tied the ancient world truly was. Ideas, goods, religions, and cultures moved across continents far more freely than most people imagine today. Buried beneath the Ethiopian soil was proof that early Christianity spread through trade networks long before bug parts of Europe fully embraced the religion itself. Number 7. Valeriana Lost Maya City. Sometimes discoveries happen almost by accident. In 2024, graduate student Luke Thomas was reviewing old LiDAR scans originally collected for environmental studies when he noticed strange geometric shapes hidden beneath the jungle canopy. The patterns looked unnatural. Further analysis revealed something astonishing. An enormous lost Maya city had been sitting beneath the forest the entire time without anyone realizing it. Researchers named the site Valeriana. The city contains thousands of structures, including pyramids, plazas, roads, reservoirs, and ceremonial complexes spread across the landscape. Experts estimate tens of thousands of people may have once lived there during the height of Maya civilization. What makes the discovery feel surreal is how completely the jungle erased it from view. For centuries, the city remained invisible beneath thick vegetation while people unknowingly passed nearby. The discovery also highlights how much remains hidden throughout Central America. Entire urban centers may still exist beneath the trees, waiting for modern scanning technology to expose them. The forest concealed an entire civilization almost perfectly for over 1,000 years. Number 6. Abydos helicopter hieroglyphs. Inside the Temple of Abydos in Egypt, certain carvings on the stone walls have fueled decades of speculation because they appear to resemble modern machines. Some people swear they can see helicopters, submarines, tanks, or even futuristic aircraft hidden within the ancient hieroglyphs. At first glance, the shapes honestly do look strangely mechanical. Naturally, theories exploded online claiming the Egyptians somehow possessed advanced technology or knowledge far beyond their era. The real explanation is less dramatic but still fascinating. Egyptian temples were often reused and modified by later rulers. New pharaohs would plaster over older inscriptions before carving their own symbols on top. Over centuries, the outer layers gradually eroded away, causing multiple carvings to overlap visually. The strange, combined shapes created accidental images that resemble modern objects to the human eye. Even once historians explained the process, the carvings continued attracting attention because the resemblance remains genuinely uncanny. Sometimes the mind naturally searches for familiar patterns, especially when staring at symbols carved into stone thousands of years ago. Number 5. Dropa stones. According to one of the weirdest archaeological tales ever told, Chinese explorers investigating caves high in the mountains of Tibet during the 1930s discovered hundreds of mysterious stone discs hidden deep inside the rock. The objects became known as the Dropa stones. Each disc reportedly contained spiral grooves filled with tiny inscriptions that allegedly told the story of alien beings stranded on Earth thousands of years ago after a spacecraft crash. The beings were called the Dropa, and according to the legend, they settled permanently in the mountains after failing to return home. The tale spread rapidly through UFO circles and alternative history communities because it sounded like something pulled from science fiction. The problem is that no verified museum currently possesses the stones, and researchers have never confirmed their original location with certainty. Most historians consider the entire story a hoax, or a heavily exaggerated myth. Still, the legend refuses to disappear. because people remain fascinated by the possibility that ancient civilizations may have encountered something truly unexplained. Number 4. Kuwait alien-looking clay head. Archaeologists excavating a prehistoric site in northern Kuwait uncovered a small clay figurine unlike anything most people expect from ancient Mesopotamia. The figure had slanted eyes, an elongated skull, and facial features that many observers immediately compared to the classic image of extraterrestrials or reptilian beings. The artifact dates back roughly 7,000 years and likely arrived through trade networks connecting the region with Mesopotamia. What makes the figure especially interesting is where it was found. It did not appear inside a temple or royal tomb, but within an ordinary living space, suggesting it may have been part of daily life rather than a sacred ceremonial object. Researchers believe the unusual appearance could reflect ancient cultural practices involving artificial skull shaping, where infants' heads were intentionally wrapped to alter their form over time. Others naturally pushed far stranger theories involving alien visitors and forgotten contact with non-human beings. But the truth, no one knows. Number 3. Frankfurt Silver Scroll. In 2023, archaeologists studying a Roman-era grave in Germany uncovered a tiny silver scroll buried beside a man who died nearly 1,800 years ago. When researchers carefully unrolled the delicate metal, they found 18 lines of Greek writing containing references to Jesus, Mary, and several Christian saints. The discovery stunned historians because the grave was located near Frankfurt, far north of where Christianity was believed to have spread during that period. Dating showed the burial likely took place between 230 and 270 CE, suggesting Christian communities existed in the region roughly a century earlier than expected. Experts believe the scroll functioned as a protective charm meant to guard the dead spiritually. It had been placed inside a small iron capsule near the man's remains before burial. Discoveries like this quietly reshape history because they reveal how quickly religious ideas traveled across the Roman world. A tiny rolled piece of silver buried underground for centuries suddenly became evidence that the spread of Christianity happened far faster than historians once assumed. Number 2. Nag Hammadi Library. In December 1945, 2 Egyptian brothers digging near cliffs outside Nag Hammadi uncovered a sealed clay jar buried beneath the ground. Fearing it might contain a spirit or curse, they hesitated before finally smashing it open. Instead of treasure, they found ancient papyrus books wrapped in leather. The manuscripts turned out to be some of the most controversial religious texts ever discovered. Inside were alternative Christian writings hidden for nearly 1,600 years. Texts like the Gospel of Thomas and the Gospel of Philip presented ideas completely different from mainstream Christianity. Some emphasized secret spiritual knowledge over faith, while others portrayed Jesus in ways early church authorities considered dangerous or heretical. Historians believe monks may have hidden the collection after church leaders ordered non-approved writings destroyed during the 4th century. The discovery shattered the idea that early Christianity developed as a single unified belief system. Instead, it revealed a chaotic struggle between competing interpretations of religion, many of which disappeared entirely after centuries of suppression and censorship by the institutional church. Number 1. Serranía de la Lindosa cave paintings. Deep inside the Colombian Amazon, enormous cliff walls covered with ancient paintings stretch across the Serranía de la Lindosa region. Some of these images date back more than 12,000 years, making them among the oldest known artworks in South America. Many depict animals and human figures, but others appear far stranger. Certain paintings show hybrid beings with human legs and animal heads, elongated limbs, or distorted body shapes, unlike anything seen in ordinary life. Experts call these figures therianthropes, beings that combine human and animal traits. Some people connected them to aliens or mysterious forgotten visitors because of their unusual appearance. Archaeologists generally believe the paintings represent spiritual figures, shamans, or mythological beings connected to ancient rituals. It is also possible that the artists created them while under the influence of hallucinogenic plants still used in Amazonian ceremonies today. What makes the site especially overwhelming is its scale. So, what do you think about these discoveries? What's your explanation for them? Drop your theory down below. Thanks for watching and be sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you very soon.